There we go. Hit the wrong screen. Okay. All right. Hello, everyone. Oh, man. Let me make sure they can hear you guys. Hold on. That's the one thing I'm sure.
We just make loud noises. So
There you go.
say something
They should be able to hear you
noises.
now.
Hi everyone, we made it.
Hi guys.
Loud noises.
All right. Okay. Let me adjust this real quick, and then we should be good.
I'm gonna do the easy thing. I'm gonna just pop out the chat.
Awesome. Okay. Woo-wee!
Okay.
All right. Thank you, everyone who is watching or watching a recorded version of this, or whatever. Welcome to the Hunters of the Hauk campaign. This will be our first session, session 1, and hopefully we have no technical difficulties from here on out. I know we had some recently, but we're going to push through no matter what. I will be your DM for the evening. I am DMG Fitz, Chris Fitz, and with me is a cast of colorful people who are ready to thwart me at every turn. As you know, they're gonna do their best to outthink me, outwit me, and outplay me, I'm sure. So why don't we do a quick, roundabout and give a quick introduction for you guys, for yourselves, and we can begin. Let's start with, I guess, at the top right of the game board, with Kaz. Kaz, you might be muted.
You might be muted.
I am muted. You are correct. See, technical difficulties. Hey everybody, my name's Matt, or Keebs. I'm playing Kaz, Goliath, giant man with a big bomb.
All right, Mars.
Ready to shoot things.
Hi. I'm Mars, or Maros in game. I really don't know what else to say.
That's okay. That's all right. Name is just fine. Adept.
I am Adapt or Ange. I'm playing Melvin Steppensoff. I am a 6.5 foot tall man, and I'm playing a 3.5 foot halfling bard.
All right. Gabs.
Hi, I'm Gabs, and I'm playing Seer, a human paladin.
All right. D.
Hi, I'm Dee. I am playing about 4 foot tall artificer gnome. She carries a staff. She's wearing plate armor or scale mail armor that kind of looks like there's like electricity kind of flowing through it. And she carries a staff that has a bunch of gears and dials and buttons on it.
Nice. All right. Coming over to JJ.
Hey everybody, I am JJ. I'll be playing Edward Sark, a human warlock, got himself into some trouble, and is only here to make as much money as physically possible.
All right. And then Galen, would you like to finish this off?
AJ?
I can hear him.
I am Galen. I'm playing Ondon Blackwell, a Triton rogue and a child of the Hawk, who's just doing this to be with a family.
Okay.
Aww, you soppy bastard.
Let me.
Oh, forgot the height, since apparently that needs to be canon. 5'10".
Oh, you're so tall.
It's important. No, it's not.
It's the pecking order of heights. It's in
there's
reverse.
a reason why when you guys said our little group, I said I don't know if I fit in that.
Listen, just because you're the outlier doesn't mean that everyone else is little compared to you.
Okay, we can always do the
I'm
stat,
tall for a
right?
gnome, okay?
I mean, it does when the second tallest person is 2 feet shorter than me.
It does kind of mean that he is the outlier for not sticking it.
I like how Ange is like, I'm
7'10".
I'm 6'4", but I'm like 3 foot something. It's like such a weird transition.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. I
I
think
always play the tall characters.
they're see make sure everything's good to go. Did we drop
My camera's
anyone?
back to that.
Okay, I'm sorry. That's okay. No worries. Let me see if I can touch it back up real quick.
There instead.
This is our first stream as a group. So first session. So there's bugs to
It's
fix
inevitable.
before stream. So just bear with us, guys.
Yep, always, always.
We're
What
working on it.
Mars, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put your character token in there just for right now, and we can fix this later, okay? It's an easy fix to do this.
I was like, my next option is my my iPad.
No worries.
But
That'll
I
do for
can
now.
I can try to figure it out. Yeah, I'm gonna try to figure it out once we're done.
That's fine. Yeah, we can always play test it on
We'll
a
get
different.
there.
Yeah, no worries. All right,
No one
guys.
expects it to be perfect the first time. It's fine.
Okay, so players, we're going to begin. Let me shift the music, and I can get into some narration. Okay. It has been 400 years. 400 years since the fall from Seven Graces. 400 years without a proper ruling government, without a proper faith system, without proper defense from the dangers that now lurk in the wilds. Since the fall of the Tressan Kingdom, the realm has grown darkened and untamed. But the people are resilient. Over the course of those 400 years, small settlements have sporadically grown. The region that once belonged to the Tressan Kingdom is now known as the Broken Tithe, governed not by the monarchs or empires that came before it, but rather the collective effort of the settlements that have sprouted. But even with a somewhat collective effort of these settlements, the dangers risen from the aftermath of the fallen kingdom and the broken faith have plagued the realm. And this is where the Hunters of the Hauk come in. And that is where we will join our players this evening as they begin their journey into the initiation to join the guild. Players. The rain had long stopped, but the woods hadn't noticed. Leaves hung heavy overhead, dripping slow beads of cold water down your collars and across your cheeks. The world around you is green and brown and gray, all woven together into a tangle of roots, moss-choked trunks, and bramble that tugs at every bootlace and strap. The sky, when you see it, is a pale smear beyond the canopy. A half day has passed since you left the Merkstead behind. The dirt road is long gone. Sybin Shisk, an old elf who said nothing during this journey so far, finally stops walking. I'm gonna go ahead and give you guys a quick description of Sybin. You'll find him in our NPC section of the Roll20. He is a guild blade. I believe I showed him to you guys last time, but just for fun, you should be able to see him now, I think, if I'm not mistaken, on your Roll20.
Yep.
Okay. Sybin is soaked but untouched, like the force is avoiding touching him. His cloak beads rain but never darkens. His face, though weary, is unreadable. Not quite disapproving, but sharp, like an eye trained to notice error. His voice, when it comes, is low and dry. He's clad in ebon-dyed leathers, and a bandolier of knives wrapped around his torso. He eventually stops in his tracks in the middle of this deep part of the forest. He doesn't look at you. He eyes the forests as if waiting for approval. This is far enough. I am not your guide. I am not your sponsor. I am not your friend. I am the one who makes sure the wrong ones turn around before they stain a cloak they never earned. He turns his eyes toward the group. They're old and still and unimpressed. He gestures out to the forest, non-generically, nondescriptly, just in all direction. And he says, Oathhall is out there. It's a place, a hall, a haven, a graveyard maybe. If you find it, some may call you a hunter. But if you starve, or freeze, or get gutted by a blind root boar, or a hunger wisp, it's not my problem. That's balance. He steps closer to everyone. This is not a test, it's a reckoning. There's no road, no name to call. You have food only if you can find it, fire only if you can build it, and favor only if you earn it. He lifts a hand and tosses like this little, like this satchel out to the group, onto the to the muddy earth, and it makes like this dull, unsatisfying like thump. On the inside, you find, which I think I've already DM'd you guys, one dull hatchet, one 50-foot coil of rope, 2 torches, 1 flint, 1 water skin, exactly 1 water skin, no food, no map, and no favor. Beyond that he's given you, you have your armor and your weapons and any ammunition that came with it. He lights a pipe carved from some kind of horn. Die out here and the forest will decide what part of you goes back into the cycle. Try to find me, I'll make sure you don't come back at all. Good luck. And he turns, with his pipe in hand, and disappears behind the tree line. And as he leaves, the forest feels quieter after his departure, almost as if it's watching you. What do you do?
Melvin turns to the group and goes, real charming fellow, huh? No, he was talking pretty straight. I guess we gotta find this hall place?
Do we even know what direction we're going?
I think that's part of the thing.
Exactly. It is the point of this trial. We must prove ourselves.
Can I roll for maybe like a survival or a perception check to see if I can tell if I marks anything I can recognize to tell where we are and what direction we should be going?
Yes, please, go ahead. This will be our first roll.
How do I go about doing that? Should I do that on D&D Beyond?
You can, yeah. They should track it. If you've got an extension, it might roll it onto Roll20 for you, but you can also just do it through D&D Beyond.
There you go.
Melvin is going to look around to see if he can find any dry wood or some like leaves or something along those lines with some wood.
It mostly 14 plus. You said what?
Oh, sorry. No, I was going to let you go. But I rolled a 14,
okay.
then a +2, +3 survival, and then I also add my wisdom to that, right?
It would be if survival would have proficiency and the wisdom all wrapped up into it if it's targeted on your character sheet.
Okay, yeah, I do have proficiency in it, so I just have the +3, so that's 17 then?
Yeah, 17, yeah. All right, so 17 to get a lay of the lands. And when you look around to gather anything that might be dry, the forest is mostly wet. It seems like there is very sparse, dry areas, and it would be very difficult for you to find anything that might be even a touch dry, at least in this part of the forest. With
I'm
the
just gonna,
7,
like, raise a hand out
Go.
towards him and cast Produce Flame.
Ooh, okay.
And he just sort of holds a fire to him. I think we'll be fine on that front.
All right,
Um,
all right. I was
I can
gonna
help with
light a
drying it
torch.
out.
I was gonna try to make a torch, but that works.
For the 17 survival check, you look around and you can see through the canopy of the forest. You can see mountains, and there's mountains to a direction. I would say even with 17, you could probably figure out which way is north based off of just the sun in the sky. You wager it's probably like 2 in the afternoon, and you can get you were trying to trace your steps out here to this part of the forest that Sybin had been bringing you to, and you guys traveled for like a good 4 to 5 hours from Merkstead. Merkstead is a small town that Oathhall is near, and so you've got some. You probably got like a day and a half is your estimate of travel to get to Oathhall, depending on where you're at. That's your guesstimate. And you think there's mountains to the south and to the west of you. So I'll have you maybe you can take a look at the map and try to figure out from there what you might need to do.
Can we see the sun overhead?
You can there's parts where the sun does peek through the clouds, yes.
So you said we have our armor, our weapons, and the tools provided. Yeah.
Yes.
And
So we
our
don't
spell
have-
components, right?
Yes, and
We
spell
don't have any
components, yes.
tools.
Like the
with
free,
regards-
the not expensive spell components.
So
Right.
I don't have any like tools like, I am proficient in, say, cartographer's tools. I'm assuming I wouldn't have those.
You would not have those for this.
I do have thieves' tools because I have to have them in order to, as an arcane focus. So
That's different, yeah, because that would be a little tricky
okay,
to.
I just
Yeah.
want to. Cool.
Looking up at the sun, can Melvin kind of tell which way it would be moving to try to gain which direction we might be facing or looking in?
Well, if I can tell where north is, and I can, sorry to cut you off, but if I can
No,
tell
you're
where
good.
north
That's
is,
fine.
and I can tell that the mountains are to our west and to our south, it seems to me, and I could very much be wrong. Hi, everyone. I'm Edward, by the way.
Hi, Edward.
Pretty sure that we went north of Merkstead, so I feel like we should probably head south. We're probably around somewhere in the Black Pine area by water. I could be wrong, but that's just from what I've gathered. So I'm gonna start heading that way. If you guys want to follow, we can, work together. If not, fine by me.
So you reckon we're north of Merkstead, yeah?
I reckon, by my very limited time spent on the run, that I can tell that we've been moving north for a couple of hours now. So we should probably be heading south if we want to head back towards Oathhall.
Did you say you're
We don't have to focus on that part of that. We should focus on, where we should be heading and surviving, in my opinion.
Why'd you bring it up if you don't want to talk about it?
Anyone else have any ideas? Or
Some people simply bring up things out of habit. In my opinion, it's nothing worth dwelling on. He's right. We must find our way back to Merkstead. His logic is sound.
See?
We should
We'll
head
have-
away from the
Every-
mountains.
We'll have hours to discuss it anyways. So, what exactly are you on the run from? Is it a bad marriage, the law,
and I will
your
see you guys
siblings?
there. And then just kind of tries his best to ignore the questions and just start heading south.
Everyone's on the run from something.
It's a good thing I don't care that much.
Running away from your thoughts is not a way to deal with them. If you really wish to go over with the time.
I think Seer would also start. If Edward's moving, I think Seer would move to follow. Also, just
Yes, Edward is
Moving
certainly
on.
moving.
Oh, this is 100% questioning on the go.
I mean, there's not much I could do in that.
Hey, little legs here, slow down.
Lift.
As we walk, could I do a nature check just to see if I can find any food or anything? Or would that be more perception?
You could definitely roll a nature check for that. Yeah.
Alright. I got a 6.
What specifically are you looking for?
Just like anything that I would maybe recognize as edible.
Sure.
For food on our way.
There's this leafy plant that has like purple flowers that kind of attached to it, and you know that it's a good component for certain potions or certain broths, or when you mix it in with different liquids that it can help boost your immune system. But that's about the only thing you can find. It goes by the name of comfrey, C-O-M-F-R, comfrey, maybe C-O-M-F-R-E-Y.
I would absolutely be grabbing some of that if I could.
Okay. Yeah, you can probably get a couple of I'll say samples of it.
Naya strides, sort of wander slightly ahead, and just keep an eye out for wildlife.
Okay, so you want to roll perception?
Yeah, I'm just looking for something. I'm effectively hunting.
Okay.
Can I join him in
or
that?
stuff like that.
Yes. So for joining, you can either both roll separate, or one of you can use the help action to give the other advantage. It is up to the two of you how you would like to do that.
What would you like us to roll?
It would be a survival check if you're looking to hunt something.
Can I do?
One of yourself, or
Could I give him the help action and use my perception, like by using my perception to see if I can spot like tracks or breaks in the foliage?
Yeah. So yeah, if you give him help action, then he would roll with advantage.
Can I do a guidance?
I only have one dice.
Yeah, you can. Guidance. Yeah, add a D4 to that.
D4.
Divine inspiration.
Okay. Didn't necessarily need the advantage, but I rolled it anyway. So that's. Sorry, maths. 20 plus 27.
27. That's pretty good. Do me a favor, roll a D20 and just don't add anything to it.
13.
13. You find, as you guys are, going about the forest, you might even take a few steps off away from the group just to get a lay of the lands and to listen and to see what you can, hear and perceive as far as like game and food. Because you're hunting in the forest. You do come across a very familiar sound, and it's the gobbling of a turkey, some kind of wild turkey. There's this large bird, sharp senses, they're very, very acute to hearing, sounds. Great for festive meals. You've heard of turkey. Everyone loves turkey. But you find at least one kind of just, prancing along in the forest.
I'll try and shoot him.
Okay. Go ahead and make an attack roll.
There's the weapon. There's.
While you guys are doing this,
13 plus 5, so that's an 18 to hit.
18, okay. D.
while you guys are doing this, Boomy is just sitting back, kind of behind you, and you see her kind of tinkering with something, and like she has mage hand up and it's handing her tools while she's working on stuff.
One of my favorite ways to use mage hand is just to hand you things.
For a lot of you, whether you think about it or not, when you look to Boomy, it's very I don't know if the word contradictory comes up or if out of place comes up for you when you just feel yourself in this forest and you lose yourself to it, and then you look over and you see this person who is who looks to be out of place, but not in a bad way. It's just something that catches your eye as you guys are getting used to one another, and all of you have this one goal in mind of getting back to Oathhall, just something that might come up. For the 18, you strike true on this turkey, and within one strike, it goes down with a quick little gobble, a little cry of pain as it hits the forest floor.
And for anyone watching, you'll notice as he draws the bow back, there's a little movement in his hood. He just goes, and then carries on. And you'll also notice the bow itself is the size of him.
Jesus.
Like,
Okay.
it's one of those sort of traditional, like, Asian longbows, like the ridiculously long ones. So it is massive.
That bow's like
I
three of
heard
me.
size doesn't matter.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of difficult to find a bow I can draw without breaking. I have long arms. Most of them don't go to this length.
All right.
I'm gonna get a turkey now.
Yeah, you guys did kill a turkey. You have a dead turkey, so you have some kind of food.
Why are we headed back to Merkstead? Oathhall wasn't in Merkstead.
Well, it's in
Yes,
the
but it
general
allows us
area.
to gain a bearing of where we are. So we are heading to Merkstead.
Didn't we just walk from there though? Wouldn't we like know where that was? Or did we like do a looping path? Do we know?
It does seem once you
Can I
guys
do a
get a
history check on Oathhall?
Yes, you can. As Cybin was taking you guys to and fro from Merkstead, now that you've gotten lay of the lands, it does seem like he did some winding and some turning. It wasn't a direct line that he walked in.
Okay.
And it might have been even deliberate on his part.
That makes sense.
Can I
Okay.
do a perception check to see if we can find our footsteps, like our tracks?
Ooh, that's a I wouldn't say perception, maybe more of a survival check. For Boomy, for your history check on Oathhall, you know Oathhall to be I mean, you and Melvin, your history in this area is limited, but with a 12, you would ascertain that Oathhall is, it's a place, you know it to be a point of interest for the Hunters of the Hauk. That because the name came up when you sought to think, let me go join the Hunters. They're located within Oathhall. It's almost like a lodge. It's like a large lodge out in the middle of the forest that no one really knows how to get to very easily, and unless the forest kind of just allows it, based off of whatever reasons. But you know that it's also attached to Merkstead, and it seems like the people of Merkstead are, even though they're out in the middle of the wilderness, out in the sticks, Merkstead doesn't really have problems with the dangers of the wilds and the darkened parts of the realm because the hunters are not too far away. That's about the gist of what you get.
I don't know anything about Oathhall.
For those of us that are from the Broken Time, from the various cities, would we know that Oathhall is in the general vicinity of Merkstead? Like, would we have that information?
You would know that, yeah. I mean, for those that are within the realm, there's a few ways to get a hold of the hunters within Oathhall, and that is either to go to Merkstead or find a hunter that has a place near the city, because some of them have satellite places near or in or around those settlements that you can go and put in a contract for the hunters to take care of. But no one knows exactly where Oathhall is, unless you're initiated or you've been to Merkstead and you've been trusted enough to be invited to Oathhall. About the only people that go to Oathhall are the guild members and certain merchants or travelers that go through Merkstead first, and usually they're trusted.
Given that
That's just
I
the best
was
place to start.
given that I was raised with the hunter, like by a hunter with the hunters, could I do a nature check to see if I at least think that we're in the right direction of where it is? Given that I assume I would be trusted, I'm not going to like aim the direction so much, but I think that I would be willing to drop hints if that is information that I would have.
Based off of where you guys are going and how you guys are progressing, it does seem, without the roll needed, it does seem like heading south is a good idea. You're just unsure which south you need to go. Like if it's at southwest, directly south, southeast. Mars, I know you're working on your roll. We'll come back to it here in a second. What would you guys? Are you guys trying to cook the turkey now? Or you just hold it for later?
I'm just gonna hold on to it for now. I'm gonna like grab the the talons on one of the foot and just sort of thread it through the belt so that the foot itself just sort of holds it there.
Okay. All right.
I don't have to carry it. It's just sort of hanging from my belt by its foot.
Okay.
That way it's, down here rather than anywhere near up here.
All right. And Mars, I think you rolled either roll like a 15, and that was to find your tracks. So Mars, when you start looking for tracks, you notice something. It might be the biggest clue so far. As you start looking and scouting the forest, you first of all, you start retracing your immediate steps. You get about maybe, I don't know, like 2 or 3 minutes into this endeavor and notice that your tracks are disappearing behind you at a certain length. And it dawns on you that maybe the forest, that presence that you're feeling, is alive. And then questions start to ponder in your mind. Is this the Hauk itself? Is this the forest? Is it a separate entity? Is this someone watching us doing this on purpose? A lot of things come to mind, but definitely you're noticing that your tracks are being covered behind you.
Well,
Can I walk back? Can I walk back and tell the first person I see
Oh yeah.
my idea?
I'm probably behind everybody.
I was about to say, I was up at the front because I just went to go.
Yeah,
and
I'm
get
also
the
way at the front. I'm just not even really paying attention to the rest of the group. I'm keeping my eyes on them, but I'm mostly just trying to move south as fast as possible. So I'm probably just way
I'm
in the
sorry,
front.
who was in the back?
Boomy.
Okay, so I walk back and I run into Boomy and I tell Boomy, hey, so our tracks are disappearing and there's no way to retrace our steps.
That's unfortunate. This is my first time in the woods, I'm not gonna lie. Is that not a normal thing?
No. Nor steps or even broken branches, crushed grass, anything like that.
Yeah, but we're in the Hauk, and didn't they say it's like magical and stuff?
Yeah. But it's still surprising. You would think that our footsteps would be left behind at least.
Oh, I'm surprised. This is my surprised face.
a selfie shot.
Do any of us hear their conversation?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's not being whispered. I mean, I would say you could hear it, yeah.
So which direction are we going? I don't think we're gonna find this hall by standing here.
We were moving south, I thought.
That way.
All right.
We're moving to, I guess, where we think is.
I would like any one of you to claim a D20, not a D20. I'm sorry, a D8 roll for me.
Done. 5.
5. Okay.
must be.
No, I'm here.
All right. There is
The camera.
there is a there's like a half buried in like a stream. You find a small stream, and half buried in there is the stone that's like the size of a shield, and on it 3 lines of old script. And you would probably think this dialect or this script is from the time of the Kingdom of Tressa. So it's written in common, but it's old common, and so you can recognize it. But it's like when we nowadays read medieval English, it's like thy and thee and stuff like that. But but you can understand what it's saying. And so there's 3 lines, and it's weathered but legible to those who are reading it. And it seems religious in nature, but it says, translated, it says, faith burned out, courage became hunger, we walked anyway. And beneath it, scratched faintly, and it seems newer compared to the other script, the 3 lines, there's just 2 letters, and it's the letters T and I.
Does this mean
Who's the,
anything to
so
anybody?
I was gonna say, so who's like the first to find it? Do we all find it at the same time, or?
Whoever rolled the 5, so I think Ange.
So,
Okay.
Melvin grabbed the water skin and went to fill it at that stream. It's like, hey, there's a rock here. Does that rock kind of spark any sort of thoughts?
I guess I'll come over because I know we were kind of in the front with. But I guess I'll react. I'll come over and. If it gives us, you said, like a religious air, like would it give me the idea that it is perhaps magical? Would I even think to want to do some kind of arcana check or something on it?
It doesn't seem magical, but you can roll arcana to see if there's something that you might be missing when you look at it that might be tethered to some kind of magical means. But just looking at it, there wouldn't be a way to see it.
You can take advantage if you are also proficient.
Yeah, I'm proficient in arcana. So sure. So I guess Edward will take his right hand, which has these black tendrils kind of coming from the palm, where clearly he touched something that he wasn't supposed to, and so these black tendrils come out from the palm and go up his right arm, as you sometimes do when on occasion. And so he raises that right hand, the black palm, up to the stone with the etchings on it, and just kind of maybe tries to tap into some kind of eldritch intelligence, or he can check this for any kind of lingering magic or influence.
I'm just sort of looking at it like, well, this is weird.
Go ahead and roll an arcana check.
Yeah.
While he's doing that, does the water look clean?
It looks clean, yeah.
Looks like safe to drink water-ish.
Yeah, you could assume that.
All right, we got water, guys. We should probably have something to drink.
Gabs, I can see you're talking, but I can't hear you.
Oh, that's a 7 plus 3. It's a 10. Not the greatest.
I mean, your intuition is telling you that there doesn't seem to be with any magical essence to this rock, but it does. Your intuition does tell you that maybe this is something from a long time ago, and it looks like it could be part of something else. But it's so big. I mean, it could be a part of like a wall that broke off, or it could be part of a statue, or the base of a statue that would have crumbled. It's hard to tell because it looks like a rock that's been weathered over time. But it just seems old.
Okay. I'm gonna step back.
And the letters were T-I, just to clarify.
Mm-hmm.
I'll step back, throw my hands up, and just kind of say, "This is, above my pay grade, outside of my realm of knowledge. So if anyone else wants to check on it,
I have an odd question. We were given the bits in. Would that be watertight?
What was the question?
the satchel that we were given, the axe, all that sort of stuff in, would it be watertight? Like, is it a waterproof thing, or is it waxed, or is it just?
It just seems like a regular, like, brown satchel. It doesn't seem like it'd be waterproof.
Okay, I was just trying to see if there's another thing besides the water skin we could store water.
Second water skin, yeah.
I was trying to figure out sort of secondary one.
Can I do an investigation check on the rock?
You can, yeah.
So Boomy's gonna reach out for the rock and take a look at
So it was
it.
like the size of a shield.
Yeah.
Oh well, she gets close to it and doesn't know anything anyways.
Well, I'll say with the 11, there is something attached to the letters that's very faint. As you're rubbing the rock and like feeling around, taking your fingers and caressing and trying to see, what you can get from it, you find 2 dimples on the right, one dimple on the right of each letter.
You guys, there's dimples on the side of each letter.
Is it more like a T dot I dot, or?
Yeah.
Okay. Is it in the water, or is it just like poking out of the water?
When Ange found, not Ange, when Melvin found it, it was sticking out of the water, and he could see some of the script on it, and then he began to pull it out, kind of look at it. So it's out of the water at this point.
How heavy?
Probably about like 50, 60 pounds.
Yeah, this thing's heavier than Melvin, so he wasn't picking it up.
Oh yeah, fair enough.
So I just sort of wander over. I just wrap one arm around the side of it and lift it and just sort of hold it to people so they can read it easier.
Melvin was still holding it, now he's dangling.
Oh, sorry. I didn't see you were still holding it. My bad.
I've got 2 questions.
Sure.
Since we know what direction south is, can we tell what direction the river's running? Like, is it running from the south towards like towards like a northern direction? And then can I also do a religion check, given it again brought up with a cleric of the Hauk?
You can definitely make a religion check. Looking at this stream, it seems like it's not a huge stream. It's like a very small one. It looks to be running probably like south west from your perspective, looking at it. Now that you know where south is, but it's not like it's not a big huge river or anything like that. It's just a small little stream, little brook.
Just to be clear, you said that it's running. So is it running from or running to the south?
Running to the south.
The stream goes in our direction anyways. We might as well follow it to
be
keep a
worth
clean water source.
Exactly.
We can always... I also got a 9 for that religion check.
I would say it's lost on you as far as the significance. But you can understand that this whatever the script is referring to, it has something to do with the Tresson Kingdom.
With that, is it Ondine? Does Ondine share that information about that? It's about the Tresson Kingdom.
Given that everybody else seems to be like engaged with the rock, and she was talking about finding the dimples, like that is absolutely something. I don't know about any dimples on it, but it is something to do with the Tresson Kingdom. I'm a little bit lax in my studies these days.
Can Melvin try to make like an insight check of sorts to try to ascertain what the significance that this could have had, or anything about that the letters plus the shape of it, that sort of thing.
You're just trying to figure out part of that cut out for me. You're trying to figure out the nature of it.
Yeah, just like to try to ascertain the symbols and what significance it could have. Like, is it a marker on the road? Is it something along those lines?
You could, yeah, you could make an insight to that. You could try to glean something off of that if you'd like to.
Yeah, the dice really aren't having it with us today. That's a 4.
Guys, feel free also. You don't have to roll digitally. You can roll physical dice if you want to. I roll digitally just because it's easier for me, but feel free to roll physical dice if you'd like.
It's the same for me. It's easier.
Yeah. All right. So it doesn't. There's not much you can. I mean, just for you, it just seems like a rock in the forest. You're not sure how it could have gotten here. Knowing that it's from an old era. I mean, maybe you're standing on top of what could have been a ruin at one point, or maybe this is just something that floated down the stream after a long period of time. There's no way to know.
Am I taking it with us?
If you want to carry this 60-pound rock, more power to you.
It's fine. It's not an issue.
I mean,
Alright.
if it is, I don't think it's a marker, but I don't know much about this sort of stuff. If that's a marker, it's probably best to leave it there.
Yeah, okay. I'll just sort of plonk it back down. Just a big splash.
Splash. Yeah.
Completely soaked smell.
Oh, God. Starts prestidigitation himself clean. God dang it.
Oh, my bad. My bad. I'm not used to other people being around, so
So
some
we're
getting used
actually
to.
on the stream that's on the map, or is this like just some random little brook that we just found?
That's a very good question, and it's good. It's a good moment to clarify. For anyone that would be tracking that is good at survival, this doesn't seem like this entity of water doesn't seem like it'd be represented on a map.
Well, okay.
Okay. Well,
Marvin
either
has
way,
no
it's
idea.
I mean, but ideally it would lead to some kind of bigger body of water, right? If you said it's going south, like the water's running south, ideally it runs into a bigger body of water, would it not?
It's reasonable to assume.
I mean,
yeah.
either way,
So
it's going the way we want to
So
go.
I'm kind of talking out loud. I don't know if anyone's listening, but Edward is talking these ideas out loud to try to figure out which way they should go, and he's just starting to follow the stream south as it's running south, just still kind of talking to himself and grumbling to himself, but just now following the stream and just taking the initiative to just walk and follow itself.
Okay. I would say go ahead.
With the tentacle stuff and the talking to himself, can I inside my party member to like just pick a vibe?
And the running from something.
Why are we so focused on the little details? Let's focus on Oathhall. I'm starving.
If
We're
you
focused on the wrong thing right now, fellas.
if you wanted to vibe check a party member, you could roll insight just to get a quick vibe check.
A vibe check is crazy. I'm just chilling, guys.
As soon as you say you're hungry, I just sort of hold a hand out and there's a single berry in it.
Oh, that's awesome. I take that. I take that and just like toss it up into the air and then catch it with my mouth.
Okay.
Well, for us, I guess.
The as you guys are traveling south along this this creek or I don't know, stream, this little brook. Eventually there comes a moment where you can hear like this screaming, like this guttural yell, and it's coming from the direction you're going.
It's like, I don't know, Ed turns to the rest of the group. Instead of just sprinting ahead immediately, he turns backwards to the rest of the group like, did you all hear that? Am I going crazy, or was that just me?
You might be going crazy, but we definitely heard that.
No words. I would like to slip into stealth and head towards it.
Okay. If you'd like to roll stealth, go ahead and roll it.
I would like to hide behind the taller person and sneak behind them.
That is a dirty 20 for my stealth check.
Dirty 20. Okay.
How tall are you again? Just to clarify whether or not you're just hiding behind a single leg.
Melvin is 3'4".
Okay. It might be difficult to hide behind me because of the gap in my legs.
Just following along one leg, jumping and darting in between them. Like moving between the trees, except they're moving.
You said they were 3'3", did you say? 3'4". So... Okay, I'm just going to put this in the chat of the stage. That's our height difference.
All right. So we've got a dirty 20 on stealth. Was anyone else stealthing ahead with
15 from Melvin.
15 for Melvin? Okay.
Did I get the...
There we go.
Hey, we hear you now.
Yippee! Okay.
All right. So in that case, Melvin, and I think it's Andin. You said you were the one with the dirty 20, correct?
Yes.
Okay. The two of you kind of sneak ahead, and as you do, you've got your Triton. You've got the Triton walking ahead. You've got this halfling trailing right behind. You guys feel like you're taking enough precaution to not, step on twigs or leaves or rustle any bushes, or disturb anything that would give you away. You get to a point where you can see that the stream starts to like build itself a little tiny like little canyon, almost not like a canyon, but it's like the walls, the dirt that makes the water is starting to rise, and there's like these tiny little cliffs that you can stand on top of. And as you guys are turning the corner following the stream, you see ahead of you there is four goblins, and what seems to be like this large like beast thing with them. One of the goblins looks hurt, and you can see him kind of shrugging off this wolf into the creek. It seems like, to your best guess, they just got done dealing with a wolf that tried to attack them, or maybe they were hunting the wolf. It's undetermined what exactly happened before this moment, but either way, there's a dead wolf in the creek, and there's about four goblins and like this large beast with them. And the large beast itself looks very, I guess, dog-like, if I had to describe it a certain way. It has a long snout, wild in look, untamed, and thick hide and fur. But again, it's larger than these things are, and definitely larger than some of you. But you can kind of see them kind of carousing around this area. It looks like one of the goblins is trying to tend to its wounds, while the others are gathering water at this moment.
Can I do a nature? Oh, go ahead.
I was say Melvin was gonna like just tap on that Ondin again that I was following. I couldn't tell who. And be like, and just kind of like point. You can tell the others. He's gonna start sneaking back the other way.
He's gonna attempt to sign back at you. Do you speak common sign or no? So to you, it's just like a bunch of like quick hand gestures,
You see...
and I would like to do a nature check on the big creature. And are we still on stream? I take it then.
What was the last part of that?
I take it that we're still like by this stream because you said they're collecting water and stuff.
Yeah. I would say you're probably about maybe 30 to 40-ish feet away from them, hidden in the brush. Go ahead and roll your nature check.
Y'all stop rolling online. I got a 14.
A 14. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to display in the Roll20 what you see. see, where is it? There we go. So you know this to be something called a warg. And at first, when people see these things, they're mistaken as wolves, or like a dire wolf of some kind. But they're not. They're fey in nature. They're not a beast. They're not a monstrosity. They're fey in nature. And they're also very vicious hunters. That's about the best you get with your skill check.
Okay. How far
and
away
that-
is still like the rest of the group? Like, have we caught up with them yet? Or?
I'm not stealthy, so I was kind of holding back until somebody came back and told me.
I didn't notice them leave.
We can say Melvin and Ondin are on their way back, and they'll be back in like the next 30 seconds.
Okay.
My passive perception is just shy of being able to tell that they left.
Can I say
I said that I was the goblins in the warg while he went back.
If you could what to the warg?
I'm staying like in stealth so I can watch the goblins in the warg while Melvin goes back to tell the group.
That's yeah, you can do that. Yeah. All right, Melvin, you make it back to the group.
There's four of these goblin. Was four goblins or three?
4.
Four, right? Yeah. So just for like because different worlds have different views on it. Are goblins considered like civil goblins, like in Eberron, give or take goblins, like in the Forgotten Realms? Like, would we have a general idea of what goblins are like, or have we never seen goblins before because they only live in this area?
That's a fair question. And to clarify that, there are parts within this world where goblins are common folk. But here in the Broken Tithe, where the wilds are untamed, goblins are not seen as the most friendly of creatures.
Okay, just good. Thanks for the clarification. So then that'll change how like Melvin tells the group. Just be like, yeah, there are these four goblins. They had this other big wolf thing with them, and they killed a smaller wolf, and they just push it in the river. Kind of a waste. We could probably eat that.
Ruin the water supply.
People eat wolves.
You can eat anything if you try hard
Yeah.
enough.
Yeah. They're actually not bad.
He
They're a
has a
bit
good-
chewy though.
Sometimes only once, but you know.
Anyway, we can't get tied up in the culinary arts of wolves right now. Should we? I kind of like think to myself for a second. I don't really want to fight a pack of goblins. Do you guys want to fight goblins, or can we could just go around them and go another way? Do we really have to fight them? I'm not in the mood for a fight.
Could leave
But I
them.
don't
don't.
really want to fight. But I would like to get the wolf out of the water supply so it doesn't ruin it.
My
Are we
opinion
really-
is to leave them behind, is to leave them for future problems.
I always love doing less.
I agree.
I just want to get the wolf out of the water supply, to be honest. We were saying that the whole reason we were following the river is to have a clean water supply. Once we get past them, it's no longer a clean water supply.
Your logic makes sense.
Well, maybe they're gonna leave. Like we can just kind of watch.
With-
Yeah, we can try that.
With
And
the delay of Melvin's return, can I sneak on back to the party? Because we're only how far away is the party from the goblins?
You probably wager, because you guys heard the yell from a distance. They're probably about maybe 100 feet back. Okay.
Uh,
Could I think Seer would try to quietly forwards. I think she would want to assess the situation for herself as well, just to kind of see. Would you want me to roll stealth or?
That depends. Do you want to go about it stealthily, or you want to walk up, kind of saunter up to him?
I think she would try to sneak up first.
Yeah,
Yeah.
totally. Yeah, go ahead and roll that stealth.
We're doing so good today.
I got a 5.
5.
because I'm-
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ondin 100% puts a hand on her chest before she even gets out of the clearing. Maybe not.
There's a for whatever reason, Ondin, you saw Melvin come back to the party. You waited. You're like, okay, I'm gonna go back and see what's going on. You start making your way back to the party. Behind you, you hear like this branch fall down from the tree, and as it falls down and hits the forest floor, you hear and something like a tree branch hits someone. You look behind and you can see Seer, right? That's how I would say it. Gabs? Yeah, you see Seer behind you. Somehow they got past you. They must have taken a different path, but they got hit by a tree branch, but it was loud and they made an audible cue. And you don't have visuals on the goblins right now as you guys are making this transition, but you've made a noise.
Hearing the noise, I'm going to start heading that way as well. Because I hear a noise closer to us than where they said the goblins were. My instinct is just, well, then something's coming this way.
Well,
So I'm
well, we
gonna
all
start heading in
know
that
that.
direction.
I would imagine we would all know that it's Seer that made that noise, right?
It's definitely in the direction that that she left. Yes.
If I saw a leak, then never mind.
Can I turn this into a paired stealth check if I'm trying to, like, grab onto Seer, like, no, you should not be doing it this way, and, like, take her into a deeper part of the brush to cut back to the party?
I would say the damage is already done, but you could try in that vein. You could try to save it as in. It just depends on how you want to approach a situation. Like if you want to continue interacting or engaging with these goblins in some kind of capacity, you would wager they've heard this noise just like you heard the noise.
I think personally, as Seer, the one who's accidentally got smacked by the branch and stuff, I think Seer would know that there's no save in it, and she would just walk normally. She's gonna try and salvage this in her way.
Auden is
walking towards the
absolutely gonna. What type of armor are you wearing?
I have chainmail on.
Absolutely
the chainmail
grabs,
cha-cha slide.
absolutely grabs the back of the collar of the chainmail, pulls her back, and goes, "Tell them that we can use the goblins for information on the lay of the land. They have a warg with them. I'm going to fix this." And like push back towards the party, and I'm gonna try to slip back into stealth and throw one of my daggers in like another direction to make it seem like, oh, it's that noise passed that way.
Okay. Gabs, any reaction to this?
I think Seer would try to test that. I think she wouldn't really like him trying to take control because she is very independent. I think she would still try and just walk forwards. She is determined to try and see if she can talk with these goblins, I guess.
Do you speak
Because
goblin?
they do. No. Oh, wait, no, I don't. But I do speak common sign, so I think she would try to use common sign, maybe.
Yeah, try a variety of things. Yeah. So in that case, what we'll do is, Sierra, you continue on despite the advice that you get from Ondin. Ondin, you might roll back into that stealth and even continue to do your plan where you try to subvert the attention by making sound in a different direction. I was going to give you disadvantage on your stealth, but using that tactic might give you a straight roll instead.
If I've got disadvantage, because I don't see it, because I can see that very clearly that she has not listened to a word of this. So I will take the disadvantage. I have an 18 with disadvantage. And I will immediately go back to the party and be like, the one in armor fucked it. She's going to try to talk to the goblins. Oh wait, since we're streaming, do I need to be concerned about profanity?
No, you're good. 18 plus.
You need to ask.
I guess not the worst idea. We could try to talk. Melvin will start heading that way.
I was going to pitch that perhaps we take one of them hostage, kill the warg because they're damaging our ecosystem, and we can find information about the lay of the land from these goblins. Because you said goblins like are not friendly things, correct?
Not in this area.
Out here, he said not. Yeah.
I just sort of looked towards you and I'm like, finally, someone else cares about the ecosystem.
Can I interrupt real quick and say, wait, I want to talk to the warg since I have animal speak?
You could try, yeah.
I will if you say because you have animal speak, I will fill you in that it is a fey creature, not an actual wolf.
Well, wargs you can normally talk to warg, can't you? I'm going based off what I know about Baldur's Gate 3.
Wargs, if I remember, wargs have their own language in addition to speaking Goblin. I might be incorrect. Is that information that I would have off of my previous nature check?
I mean, there's also the fact that somebody likes beasts.
I would say the
sometimes
with the interaction with the interaction that you had, well, not that you had it, but with the engagement that you saw with the goblins in themselves, they seem to all be speaking Goblin. You did not hear the warg speak at all. It is safe to assume, again, assumption is on your part, that the warg would speak Goblin, if at all. Your nature check would not, your nature check would not have given you that information as far as what, language they prefer, if they prefer it at all, if they even are intelligent enough to speak. But based off of what Mars is trying to say is, try it out, see if it works, but you're unsure if it's going to work. I would say, generally speaking, you're unsure.
Could I do an insight check on the interaction that I witnessed to see if I can suss out, felt like the goblins were speaking to the... Oh.
We lost you after if the goblins were speaking to.
Sorry, guest on stream, dog.
Yeah.
But can I see if I could do an insight check to suss out whether the... Oh, God, no thank you. To see if I can suss out if the goblins were speaking to the warg in the context of, like, it understands them, or if it was more like a trained animal type of conversation?
Since this, I wouldn't say it's an active check. We'll use your passive insight, because at this point, that moment's passed. So what's your passive insight?
14.
Then yes, you would say, yes, they were speaking to the warg at some points.
And it means that, like, how I'm speaking with the party, like, you can understand me, I understand you.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll relay, like, that, like, there was, like, a back and forth of communication between the goblins and the warg. I feel that the warg is a much more dangerous creature than the goblins are, and would be a lot harder to try to incapacitate to a level that we could control it for you to cast a spell. I'm not necessarily opposed, but we have a very short time before the woman in armor gets into that clearing.
Yeah, I agree with him. I don't think we have much time left. We tried to do the sneaky route. We tried to go around. She's about to go have a full-on conversation with those monsters. So we're running out of time. What we do? I think the sneaky ones should get into a position of some kind of ambush. I'll go up and meet the paladin, so at least she's not over there by herself. And I didn't want to get into a fight, but we don't really have much of a choice now, do we, fella? So
Melvin already left. For the record, he's already said and it already scampered over, like he said before, and was trying to catch up.
Why?
Seeing you leave, I'm just gonna try and stealthily follow you.
yeah, at this point, there's like 3 of us sitting back here. I'm just like, listen, let's just go catch up with them, and I guess we're getting into a fight. Right?
Yeah, being a ranged person, I'm just trying to sneakily get into an advantageous angle.
D, what you got, D?
You said that people eat wolves or things eat wolves. Why did they throw it in the river? They're not. Like, wouldn't they eat wolves too?
Maybe they don't like wolves.
It could be diseased. It could be any number of things. I don't know.
Audit's gonna like just make an assumption and be like, they're probably trying to flush blood out of it so that they can save it for later, make it easier to transport, cool the meat, something along those lines. It would ruin the hide, but the meat itself would be fine afterwards.
What is it?
But we do need to move towards this clearing.
The reasoning for their actions is not top priority, I don't think, for us right now.
What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna turn to Seer as the party makes their way over this 100-ish feet, which would take you like less than 30 seconds to do. But there's about maybe 30 to 45-second window where Seer is on her own. So we're gonna come back to that real quick. So Seer, as you approach this area, you notice that the goblins, not that you saw them before, but they're definitely, you can see them. They're not hiding, but they're all looking in the direction that you're coming from. And because you're not stealthing, they spot you. You can see them kind of moving hastily. What would you like to do in this moment?
I do have my longsword equipped. I think I'm definitely keeping that. Like, if I have a sheath, I'm definitely keeping it sheathed. I'll put up my hands in like a show of, hey, I'm not attacking right now. And kind of be like, try and get my point across that, hey, I'm not here to attack. To see if that helps anything.
Okay. Roll a performance check.
14.
You said 16 or 17?
14.
14. Oh, I was giving you too much there.
Yeah, a little too much.
Okay.
I mean, we can take the one you said.
With the 14, you put your hands up. You try to make yourself as defenseless as possible, as sincere and genuine as possible. It doesn't seem like it's deterring them from getting weapons out, looking in your direction, and getting ready to take aim and fire. You have a split second to say something.
I think she would blow her hands just to try and she would sign as she speaks to try and do both, and she would be like, I just want to talk. I just want information, to see if that does anything. If not, she will be kind of ready to move. I guess I would. She's prepared to fight, but she's trying to promote peace first.
Okay. Yeah, you go and you try to convey some kind of message of peace to them. They're not taking to it. That's when the first arrow flies and misses you and hits the ground behind you. And at this point, the party starts to catch up. I would like everyone to begin to roll initiative.
Can I be
I was
in
actually
stealth?
about to ask a similar question. Would you like me to roll my stealth before, since I was trying to stealth on?
Yeah, because I know some of you did say you were going to roll stealth or try to stealth in. That's fine if you would like to roll your stealth to see if you might get advantage on your attack. If you're hidden kind of component.
Nope.
Can I take disadvantage to give him advantage on his stealth?
No.
I'm gonna hide behind a tree.
You're bigger than the tree.
Yeah, I was about to say.
I am
It's
not
that man
rolling
trying to hide behind
online
the telephone.
after the nat
Right.
one.
I got
Your longbow is bigger than most of the trees.
Yeah. I'm like that meme of Shaq trying to hide behind a tree.
It will not let me
It
correct
just
back to
doesn't-
the 3 from initiative. I did not mean to
Okay,
roll a second
so
time.
Now I roll my initiative.
Oop.
Why couldn't I have rolled that for the? Ah.
I no longer can move any of the tokens of me on this screen.
Well, my stealth was a 6 because it was a nat 1. so
We are doing
that didn't go
so
very
good
well.
today.
But my initiative was a 22.
I would love to roll in that one as a halfling. I get to re-roll it, but that just keep rolling threes.
All right, let me fix the token issue. Hold on. So I've got Seer, I've got Melvin twice, Boomy,
Yeah.
Ed, Kaz.
I can move Boomy.
I've got Maros right here. Who am I missing? Missing someone. Ondon. I'm missing
It's me.
Ondon. My mistake.
I can There we go.
And then, and you said you can't move your tokens at all?
Yeah, I can move the one that I just pulled out if you just want to delete the other two,
Yeah, that works. Yeah.
and then set back up all the bells and whistles.
Need to re-edit my thing because my HP has changed since we last did it.
Let me roll initiative for.
When I went from
these
the melee
creatures.
build to the ranged build, my HP changed.
Yeah, Melvin was probably the first one to start chasing after Seer.
I tried to sneak up, but I'm just like sticking my head just. I'm like waist up, just sticking out of a bush.
All right, the warg has.
And-
Ooh, okay.
I just look like I'm wearing the world's worst hula skirt.
Well, I didn't do good on initiative either, guys. Don't worry.
I rolled a 7.
Yes.
I rolled great on initiative. I'm just annoyed that I didn't roll that well on my stealth.
All right, and then Ondon, you're on there
My
twice.
stealth
Let me
was
take
a
that
nat
off.
1. My initiative was a nat 19.
I did pretty good on mine. I'm pretty happy with mine.
Mine is okay.
As long as you were higher than me, you guys are great. Okay. So with that said, everyone, let me double check to make sure, because we're having technical difficulties. So let me double check. Can everyone see the combat map?
Yeah.
Yes,
Yes.
it's very pretty.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't do it, but thank you.
Very cool.
Oh wow, it's a lot bigger than I thought. Okay, I need to zoom out more.
Yes, zoom out. Yeah, yes. So you'll notice that a quick lay of the lands is you have two goblins to the right side of the map at the top right, opposite of you guys. You have a warg that's right up on you guys, closer to you guys than the others. And then there's two goblins in the south across the creek on the lower ledge where that rock is. The rocks that the two goblins are next to in the south is large enough to hide them completely where they get cover. There is one rock that they're over here. I'm gonna ping this one over here. If you see me ping it, it's red. This goblin is standing on top of the rock, but could get cover if it went behind it. So just giving you guys a kind of like a quick understanding of where you guys are at in this setting. And if you go down into the creek, there are definitely ways to get down there safely. Like if you just jump right here, you might take a 1d6 of fall damage. But yeah, it's about
This way.
yeah, you might want to go a different. You can find different ways to get down if you're trying to traverse at all to get to the other goblins, depending on what your choice of combat is. But with that said, this is our first combat round of our game, so I know this is going to go a little bit clunky, and that's totally fine. But we're going to go ahead and start it off with Matt with Kaz.
Okay, so
A quick question, sorry, before we start.
Sure.
How far in feet are each one of these grids?
5 feet. Every square is 5 feet.
Okay, gotcha.
what time of day is it first?
About maybe 3 or 4.
So the visibility's fine.
Visibility is fine.
So, like, because I was clarifying, because obviously, certain distances you can see without dark vision, etc. in the dark. Okay, so this is where I have to make a decision of which thing I'm shooting.
Also interesting that they're out of short bow range.
Good thing I'm not using a short bow.
That's a day. I assume yours could be not. It'd be really funny if that 8-foot tall bow was a short bow.
Yeah,
a short bow for me would be twice the size of you still.
Their attack on Seer was not very successful.
I mean, even a short bow for me would probably still be 6 feet. What's the range on that? 9. I'll do that. So, bonus action, I'm going to Hunter's Mark the warg.
Okay. Ooh, you know what?
Have I got an angle on the warg from here, actually?
Not really, no.
Okay, then never mind. Instead, I'm just going to shoot this guy.
Okay.
Way down here.
All right.
So, rolling to hit is +5 is a 15.
15 hits.
And it is a D8 +3. Where's my D8? D8. That's a 5, so that's 8 damage.
Nice, 8 damage. You see it as you shoot it. You get it right into the stomach, and it's like it grabs the. You shot it with an arrow, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's clutching its gut wound right now, staggering backwards, but I mean it's still breathing.
And its
definitely
speed is
hurt.
also reduced by 10 feet until the start of my next turn.
Nice. Okay.
Sorry, that was one of the goblins you shot?
Yes.
Which one?
This guy way over here.
Okay.
If you follow the line.
Yes.
And then I am going to sort of just try and tuck behind. Screw it. I'm just gonna. How far is this drop? Am I gonna hurt myself dropping down here?
It's right at the 10-foot mark. You could probably slide down it without having to jump, but if it was longer than that 10 foot, I'd probably add some damage to it. But you should be fine.
Sort of do the thing where you hang off the edge and let yourself go.
Yeah.
I'm just sort of going to do that, so I drop down next to everyone. Since I realize that I'm not very well hidden now that I've shot, I'm just going to drop down next to everyone.
Okay.
And I'm going to go to that here, and then I'm going to call my turn there.
Okay. That'll bring us to Seer.
Let me just see. So that looks to be about 15. I think she's gonna try and move towards the warg first. So, do I have to roll anything, or is that
in order to like get on top of them or something, like to move towards them or to attack them?
Yes.
In order to get to them, you could it would be a bit of a risk from the direction you're going. You would have to make some kind of athletics check to bridge the gap from where you're coming. Without that, on a failure, you would fall down this little tiny cliff area and hit the lower edge here. You would have to go a little farther past the warg on this side to scoot down and find like this little ledge of this little limb to get safe passage to the warg to get physical with them. You could also hold an action to see if it comes to you. There's options here.
Just look. Yeah, I think I will move a little. I think I'll move over to right here, and then I will hold my action.
Okay. So hold like an attack action. All right. Yeah, I don't know why my music stopped playing for some reason. I don't know why I did that. That's okay though.
I can still hear like the naturey sounds.
I hear the nice birds
Yeah.
and stuff like that. Yeah.
But I've got you guys. Don't worry. I've got backup.
Yeah, I think you're muted.
Who, me?
D.
No, it was me.
Oh.
It's totally fine. Boomy just doesn't. Nature makes her uncomfortable.
We're in a great spot.
I know. Melvin
There's
didn't give
plenty
me all the
of time, Boomy.
information on this guild.
It's going to be a great find.
You never said they were just going to drop us off here.
I didn't know that was going to happen either.
It's great. We could take a nap in the tree. You'll want to be off the ground, though. The bears are active in this season.
It's really dirty out here.
All right, I've got music playing in the background. If you use the link in our chat, that's my backup music in case, for some reason, the bot in Discord does not work. All right. So, Sierra, you are holding an action that will bring us to Maros. What would you like to do?
Can I just move forward a bit?
Yeah, you have 30 feet of movement, so that's about 6 squares.
I'm good. I'm gonna move like right here,
Okay.
and then that's all I'm gonna do.
Do you want to hold an action at all?
I'm not exactly sure what that means.
No, that's fine. I can help you with that. So, if you look on your character sheet, there are different actions that you can take. One of the actions, if you're unsure about how to engage with the enemy, one action that you can hold is the dodge action. And what that will do is anytime I try to attack you, it'll be at disadvantage for at least one round.
Okay.
Can
I do that?
Yeah, you could do that. So we'll say you take the dodge action for now. That'll bring us to Ondon.
Since I am in stealth, I imagine, I'm going to take a sneak attack by yeeting a spear at the warg, if I can.
The warg is out of sight currently because it's like at a lower ledge, and so like that ledge is kind of like in your direct line of sight. If you wanted to, if you moved up, you would still have the advantage on the warg. It wouldn't see you coming, so you could still get it. You just have to move up.
Absolutely. And does an 18 hit?
18 does hit.
And with that's with sneak attack, so that is going to be and that winds up being 12 damage.
12 damage. Got it. All right. You come down, you kind of just yeet. You said a spear or a javelin?
Spear.
Yeah, you yeet the spear, and it doesn't have to go far. You're not too far high above it. You can actually even reach out and grab it back. It's almost like you're just like throwing it straight down as it hits it in the back and starts to stick out of its back, and it starts to move wildly out of all the pain that it's experiencing, probably somewhere in its E7 fucking cord spine, whatever you want to call it. But it seems like there's a lot of damage into it to the point where it feels like, maybe 1 or 2 more hits like that might do it in. Anything else you'd like to do in this moment?
I'm gonna step back into the tree line, even if I can't re-enter stealth.
Yeah, you would need to roll an action because I don't think you have the bonus action to do so yet. But you could just get into that tree line to give yourself a little cover.
That's the plan.
All right, and that will bring us to Boomy.
Boomy is gonna step up a little bit. She is going to fiddle with her staff a little bit and with the gears and the buttons. And then she is going to do a firebolt
Okay.
at this
Roll
guy over
firebolt.
here.
Oh, I missed the ping. Which one?
23 to hit this guy over here.
Oh yeah, 23 definitely hits. Yeah.
Yeah.
The same one I shot.
Yep.
All right.
9 damage.
Oh yeah, that kills him. That goblin goblin singes to a crisp. Why did it do that? That's weird. Not both of them. There we
I
think you
killed
might have-
something.
You might have had them linked. Yeah,
That's-
the two at the top also got X's.
That's so weird. It's never done that before. Boomy kills all of them, guys.
It's because you're stream. It's because
Yes!
you're streaming.
Yeah, it's only because I'm streaming. That's why it does that.
It's that
Oh
skill
my
from
goodness.
Dishonored 2.
Mhm.
Unlocked abilities. Okay. All right. So Boomy successfully with a firebolt eliminates one of the goblins. You've got a warg who is significantly hurt. That's gonna bring us to JJ, Ed. Unless Boomy, you've got any bonus actions or movement that you want to do outside of what you just did.
I just moved behind. How do you say your name? The K, the ranger?
It was Kaz.
Kaz. Okay, I moved behind Kaz,
All right.
behind one of his legs.
I acknowledge that it's a very difficult name to read.
All right. What you got there, Ed?
Blame fantasy name generator.
It kind of runs up to the edge of this little ledge right here, just to try to get more lay of the land. Can he see this warg from this angle here?
Yes, you can see it from that angle.
Okay, so he looks down at the warg. We're gonna try to kill this thing first. So he raises his right hand and casts Hex with a bonus action first on the
Okay.
warg. Do I have to roll for that, or?
I believe it would tell you otherwise. I think Hex, I don't know if it's a save on my part or if it just happens. Let me double check. Any experienced veteran players can jump in if they want.
Hex just happens.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's what I thought. Okay.
So click cast. Hex happens. Like this dark purple black mix of like eldritch energy
That's fancy.
starts flowing out of his hands. And then right after the hex comes out, he then with the same hand casts an eldritch blast at the warg.
All right.
So we're gonna go eldritch blast.
That's really cool.
Mm-hmm.
1d10
I need
hit.
those for our game.
So do I.
Mm-hmm.
Roll the 1d10. That's terrible. Oh, do I have to roll to hit first, right?
You would roll to hit first, which is a d20 plus your I think it's right now it's just your spell attack modifier, whatever that's listed on your sheet.
Should be charisma plus
Charisma,
proficiency
right,
for
plus
warlock.
5.
Mhm.
So that's a 19 to hit.
Oh yeah, that is.
Nice. And the Eldritch Blast. Or 1d10 force damage. D10. Is that also plus the charisma modifier?
Only if you have, I think, that certain benefit. I think there's a certain.
The Eldritch Invocation. I think.
Yeah.
I think you get that at level 2, but I could be wrong with the new edition.
And I don't know for the. I thought that it was still at a higher level.
Pretty sure it's level 2, but I could be wrong with the
Yeah,
new edition.
For right now, just roll the damage as normal.
Okay, so that's a 4.
4 damage. Okay.
And then plus I think it's 1d6 with Hex, right?
Yes.
Okay, so 1d6. That's plus 6, so that's
Nice.
10 damage.
Awesome. Yeah, the warg is
Oh.
not looking too good right now.
Just confirmed. You do get invocations at level 1 in the 2024 Warlock.
Yeah, but you only
Mm.
you get one of the packed magic ones.
Yeah, I got Pact of the Blade with that.
Yeah.
Okay. That'll bring us to Ed. If you've got any bonus action, you used bonus action to cast Hex. So barring any
cast Hex
movement, barring any movement, we're gonna move on to Melvin.
Yeah, no, he kind of just stays here at the ledge, trying to get a lay of the land, see where all the goblins, what they do, where they are, stuff like that.
Okay.
Melvin is going to move this way. And he's still kind of out of range of pretty much everything with what he has. So he is going to action dodge. Then he's going to look over at at Seer and be like, well, I guess that didn't go the way you wanted it to. Good luck. And now you have a 1d6 Bardic Inspiration.
Ooh, okay, all right.
And that'll be end of turn.
Okay, Bardic Inspiration to Seer. That'll bring us to. Why do I have you twice? It's so weird. Okay, hold on.
When you switch maps, since we rolled it on the other map, it just copies it to the new one.
Oh, okay.
So that's why
okay.
you'll have me twice. You'll have other people not visible to all the players. It's interesting.
Oh, it's the warg's turn. This warg is going to run up to Seer as it's the closest thing. So you see the warg start to get on its hind legs. It starts to reach up and start to climb this like little area. And it doesn't exactly have like a climbing speed, but what it does have is like this little, limb and root sticking out that it can kind of hop off onto and such. And so it starts to move up the cliff wall a little just to get its attack off onto you. It gets a bite attack, but you were holding an action. So your action gets triggered as it gets within melee range of you if you'd like to go ahead and attack.
It will also have disadvantage on its attack because of the Spear Mastery.
Love that stuff for me. Gabs, you're muted again. Oh. Longsword, 12 to hit. That will miss. So as it comes up, you kind of gauge the distance a little off, and you kind of swipe right above its head as it comes in for a bite attack. That'll be a 23 to hit. I rolled really well on that.
Is that with disadvantage?
Oh, that's not with disadvantage. Thank you. Hold on.
Well, that's only if I hit. Since I didn't hit, the sap doesn't take effect.
Oh, they were already sapped from the spear.
Yeah, they got sapped earlier.
Oh, okay.
Actually, Melvin brings up a good point. You have Bardic Inspiration. You could roll that to add to your attack. It'd be a D6 extra.
Oh, okay. Let me.
So you rolled a
quickly roll
12.
that.
So 17. 17 would hit. So you would get a hit off before this thing actually hits you, because I re-rolled it with disadvantage and it rolled a dirty 20, so it's still going to hit you. Unless you get hit it first.
Alright, let's try this out. So let's do that.
Is it one-handed or two-handed that you're holding this weapon? Do you have a shield in one hand?
Held in one on one arm and my long hand in the other.
You got what in one hand?
I have my shield on one arm and my long sword in the other.
So you'll do the 6.
Very interesting time for you to freeze.
Oh yeah. So you'll do 6 damage, which is, as it's coming up, is enough to kill it. As it comes up and tries to swipe at you, you take the sword and you kind of take it underhanded and you just kind of stab straight down at its mouth as it begins to come up and try to bite you, killing it outright.
Let's go.
Awesome.
All right. That was its turn. It died on its turn, which is, how rare does that happen, guys? That'll bring us to the goblins. This goblin's going to move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And this one's going to move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Both of these both these goblins are going to shoot short bows at Seer. So that's 2 short bow attacks at Seer. One is a 14 to hit and one is a 19 to hit. The 19 hits? Okay. In that case, you will take 5 points of piercing damage. That's from those 2 over there. This one goblin is going to. He's gonna hold his action. He's gonna make one quick maneuver. He's gonna hide behind that rock, giving him total cover. But he's gonna stay there. That'll bring us to Ondin.
Didn't I already go on this initiative?
You did. I don't know why. That's because I had you twice. Duh. Okay. Let me take you off that. So that brings us back to the top of the initiative with Kaz.
Okay, so the one I shot earlier, I've seen be taken out over my shoulder
Yes.
or under my leg or wherever.
Oh no, I hid behind you after I shot.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And then I can see that there's these two others over here. I never saw this second one over here, did I? 'Cause he was behind the rock the whole time.
Yeah, I would say no, you didn't actually see him. There might have been some of you that might have seen him at some point. You specifically probably didn't get a good perspective
no, I don't
on
know
that.
he's there.
No.
So... Yeah, I'm going to take a shot at... Do either of these look injured?
No.
Okay, then it doesn't matter which one I shoot at.
The
I'll
only-
take a shot at the one that's closer.
There is one that did get injured earlier, but you're unsure which one it is right now. Those two, I mean, just by looking at it, seems like they're fine.
I'm going to take a shot at the one closer. Just of the thought of he's the one closer to hitting people. So he's the one getting shot at first. Yes, 5 is a 22 to hit.
22 hits.
And D8 plus 3 is D8. Well, that's not great damage. That's a 4.
For a goblin, that's still pretty good.
And I'm going to use my hill tumble, which I'm going to click here, so it should come up in chat. There you go. So
Ooh.
whenever I hit a large or smaller creature with an attack roll and deal damage to it, I can make them prone.
Like that.
So I basically take aim and just kneecap him as he's running towards the crew.
Okay. Yeah, you.
So he's like, you know the thing of just clean through the thigh and they just
Oh yeah. This goblin wails in Goblin. Now, even if you speak Goblin, but he wails in such a harsh nature and is prone. You can see the other goblin look down at this goblin and start to try to help him up, but realize that they're quickly getting outnumbered here.
I should have hunter's marked that guy before I shot. That's stupid.
Every single time. Oh, I should honor smart.
Yeah. The only reason I
Alright.
didn't last time is because none of them were close enough.
Seer, we're to you with Maros on deck.
Sorry, I've only just tabbed back over to Discord to see Inspire.
Seer, if Gabs, if you're talking, I cannot hear you.
I think they froze. It looks like.
Now?
No,
Oh
Hey,
yes,
there you
yes.
you were muted on Discord.
Okay. Thank you. Goodness gracious. Okay, so Seer would move towards the prone goblin. And I checked, that was 30 feet.
Okay.
And I believe she would again try to strike with her longsword.
You will have advantage because this creature is prone and you're hitting it with a melee weapon at 5 feet distance.
Alright.
So you get advantage with that.
Hello?
I couldn't. Did you say something?
She's freezing a lot.
Yeah.
If the question is, does the 17 hit? Yes. From
I mean, yeah. If you're asking if 17 hits, it does hit. But if you, who knows? You might get a critical hit if you want to roll an again to see if you get a natural 20.
That was advantage roll. The other roll was
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So 17 definitely hits. Go ahead and roll your damage. Ooh, okay. So one-handed, 8 slashing damage will kill this goblin as it's laying on the ground with an arrow in its leg. You slice across its back as it's trying to get up, cutting it completely open and exposing its spine.
Jeez.
Gnarly.
I didn't do it that time. Good. Okay, cool. All right. So that's your action. That's your movement. If you've got a bonus action, feel free to use it. Otherwise, we're going to move on to Maros with Ondin on deck.
I am good.
Okay. All right, Maros, what you got?
Sorry, I'm trying to look at what I can do.
Sure.
Okay.
Let me look at your character sheet with you.
Yeah.
Playing
Click
D&D
on,
and doing combat for the first time can be a bit overwhelming for anyone.
Yeah, you're doing great.
Yeah, you're doing great. So you currently have a quarterstaff, which you can hit. You have to be within 5 feet of someone. You also have you don't have any of you only spell right now speak with animals. You probably might have had more spells than that though.
I was looking on Roll20 because it gives me actual spells I can use, but D&D Beyond didn't give me those. It kept only letting me do speak with animals, which I thought was weird. And as we're trying to
Yeah, that is weird. You should be able to prepare a certain number of spells of first level, I think up to your, I want to say your wisdom modifier. I could be wrong by that, but
They've changed it in the 22.4. Now it's a set number per level.
okay,
But,
yeah.
it's still close to that number.
So what we can say in this quick moment, we can take a moment to look at, there's a lot of spells here. Let's say give me 2 spells you think that you might have had prepared for this, that you could use in this moment.
What class are you again?
Druid, I think.
So I'm looking at
It's 4 prepared spells and 2 cantrips.
I can do Thunderwave or I can do Poison Spray.
I think either one of those is fine. Poison Spray, I think, is a good one because it doesn't use up a spell slot, so it's a cantrip, so it's free to use. You can use that as much as you want. If you did Thunderwave, which you could have prepared, that would take up a spell slot, and you would have to expend it. So it's up to you how, which one you would rather do in this moment.
Do Poison Spray?
Okay, sure, yeah. Yeah, because it's arranged, it's 30 feet. You would definitely be able to get within range and hit if you're not already. So with that, you would make a ranged attack. So you'd roll a d20 and add 5 to it. Okay. So we got a 9. That will actually, let me double check. Goblins have like, yeah.
The irony of not having the music up is just this is a very peaceful creek.
With
all this combat. I've got the normal background music, but I don't have the music up, so it just sounds like a really peaceful creek while we're all just killing dogs.
Real quick, correct me if I'm wrong. Isn't Poison Spray a save spell, not a?
Not anymore.
Oh, did they change it?
Yes. We're all learning today, guys. Don't worry. So with a 9, that is gonna miss. So that's your action. That's your movement. I'm looking at character sheet to see if you have any bonus actions. I don't think you have any current bonus actions.
I don't.
Yeah. So in that case, what you could do is you can use whatever remaining movement you have left to, because I think you needed to be within 30 feet to cast that.
Yeah, so they needed to go to here and then to here.
Yeah. So you'd have to be here, which was
30 feet.
Oh, so yeah, yeah, that's your whole turn then in that case. All right. Well, okay. Well, then we'll move on with Ondin and Boomy on deck.
From watching the goblins earlier, do I remember that there was 2 goblins on the other side of the stream?
There's a total number of 4 goblins. And when you looked originally, there was one in the stream and one like somewhere near that side. So you could assume there's 2 over there.
Ondin's just gonna do like a basic call out of keep one alive. And then I'd like to go down to the to where the warg was earlier.
Okay.
And I'll dash for it, because can I climb down from Can I climb down to there and then onto the next step, or?
I'm gonna say if you're trying to climb where the warg is, yes, because there's like this root that kind of comes out that you can easily step on. It's not, it doesn't evoke the need to actually use a climbing speed. You know, it's just difficult to get down at first, but you can definitely go down it. Yeah. I'm not gonna get too bogged down into the mechanics of it right now.
Yeah. And then I'd like to dash to try to get down to where that branch is crossing onto the rock.
This one right here.
Obviously,
I see.
not all. Yeah, because I understand. I'm only gonna get to the branch, not to the rock.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah.
You just yeet off the edge, right?
Listen, I've got an okay acrobatics. My athletics is terrible.
You can breathe water. It should be fine.
It's not that deep. I can see the rocks at the bottom.
Just don't go head first, then.
Yeah,
listen, I'll talk to fish later, guys.
All right, so that's your action. That's your movement. Any bonus action?
Got nothing.
All right, Boomy, we're to you with Ed on deck. JJ, if you're talking, I cannot hear you.
I thought it was.
Oh, it's Boomy. Sorry.
Oh,
sorry,
yeah,
D.
it's my
sorry,
turn.
D.
Yeah. No, you're good. Yeah, Boomy's gonna run up and firebolt this guy over here.
All right.
$16.
16 hits.
Sick. Just a three fire damage at him.
All right, 3 fire damage.
Mm-hmm. Woo!
Okay. All right, yeah, you hit him right in the shoulder, spins him around, kind of gets him, loosey goosey, and he's not giving up the fight yet. He's looking a little bit, honestly, though. He is contemplating his next move, though. You guys got him thinking.
He's singed.
Yeah, he's definitely singed. Now we're to JJ with Melvin up next.
Yep. So from my angle, did I see that goblin that's hiding behind the rock now? Before he did I see him before he hit there from my angle?
Are you actively looking over there, or are you just kind of hoping you'll catch a glimpse of him?
No, I mean, when we first came over here, I was actively looking at these goblins to the south on the other side.
Oh.
So what I've seen, the one that
I believe he was behind the rock the entire time.
Yeah, one of them was kind of like all the way behind that rock. So I would say, unless you are actively trying to perceive anything over there, which would take an action, like try to hear anything or see if anything peeks around the corner, you probably don't know there's anything there.
Okay, but we all know that there was 4 goblins when we first saw them.
Yeah, I think that number did get thrown out.
Melvin specifically mentioned it when he walked up, and Ondon confirmed it whenever he came by.
Yep.
Okay. So Ed agrees with leaving one, but since we don't know where the other one is, he's just gonna focus on killing the one up top. So since the ward got killed before my hex went off, I can re-hex this goblin. Is that correct?
Yeah, because you can use a bonus action to re-throw it at someone else.
Okay, can I reach that goblin that's on my right with that? How do I?
Well, that's the goblin you wouldn't be able to see.
Yeah,
no, the other one, the one that's still alive over my.
Oh, this one.
Oh,
yes.
Yes.
Okay, so I'd like to then apply the hex on him with the bonus action, and then with my main action, just another Eldritch Blast, right, aiming right around his face area.
I like how you called out the location.
Not right.
Listen, it's force damage. He's trying to break noses.
Yeah, I'm definitely trying to. I'm not trying to save the moneymaker.
Eldritch Blast is a long distance punch.
It's like, well, I mean, that's how Cyclops from X-Men works. His eye blasts are technically concussive.
Optic Blast.
That is true. I kind of rolled like shit though. I got a 12. Does that hit?
It does not hit. It actually barely misses. No, not barely misses. That's the work. But it misses regardless. I think the AC you want to hit for these guys is going to be 15.
Okay.
My favorite
All right, so I barely missed off to his right, and I hit, I guess, like that rock that's back there.
Yeah, like some debris and dirt kind of gets thrown up into the air.
Ed screams out like, you know what? I'm not warmed up. I wasn't trying to have this fight in the first place. You guys still kind of didn't give me much of a choice, so don't blame me.
Fine, 1 in 3. 1 in 3.
All right, and what you got?
So Melvin is just going to move to be not exactly behind Morrow, but close to being behind Morrow, and is going to guess that this guy's back in the atmosphere and toss a drop of Jupiter at him with a starry wisp.
Ooh. Well, add a little flair to that one.
And that's going to be 3 radiant damage on a 20 to hit.
Ooh, yeah, that'll hit. 3 damage. 3 radiant damage.
And he is now glowing like with the 10 feet of dim light. And Melvin lies and yells out, "Oh, I've cursed you now. You better run." And that'll be end of turn.
Okay. It's his turn. Taking fire and radiant damage and seeing that he's definitely outmatched here. He's going to try to Seer's right there. He's gonna, let's see. Oh yeah, that's right. He can do that. He's gonna run up to Seer and he's gonna drop his short bow. He's gonna take a scimitar and try to attack Seer. Let's see. Let's do this. That'll be a 7 to hit. You don't even have to tell me. I know it misses. Ugh, it's disgusting. He's going to then use where is it? His nimble escape bonus action, which allows him to take the disengage action, so he can run away without being hit. So you cannot take an attack of opportunity. Where was it? He was 10 feet away? Yeah, he was right there. Thank you. Whoever's doing this in the background with these arrows, I love it. Okay. So he was there. So yeah, he's gonna go right there. Yeah. Appreciate it. You guys are awesome. So he's gonna go there.
The blue arrows and the purple arrows.
This one is gonna make himself known, and he is going to begin. Let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and he's gonna dash 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. We'll say right there, 30. We'll call it 30 there. He's gonna start heading down that stream there. That'll bring us to. Oh, he's got 5 more. Thank you. But yeah. Okay. Kaz, where do you see goblins running away like cowards?
Longbow. A longbow's range is 150 feet before it even gets to disadvantage.
Let's go.
I have 600 feet with disadvantage in 2024. They mocked the range.
Let it rip.
No, it was always 150, 600.
Was it? Oh no, it was the other one was 300, wasn't it? 63.
Yeah, the short bow is 8320.
Almost moved myself. Right, so I'm taking pop shot at this guy. Where's my d20 gone? There it is. Plus 5 is that's a nat 20.
Ooh, nice. I'm way too close to my mic right now.
First one.
Woo woo!
Yeah.
Here we go.
Right.
Ed kind of screams out just as you're shooting. Ed screams out, "Remember, keep him alive. Don't kill him."
It's too late.
You see him like he pulls back fully, and he's just like. And the D8 is oh lord. Okay.
Oh no.
This is where I have a question.
Yeah, what's up?
Because if I remember correctly, rules has written ranged attacks can't be non-lethal, can they?
Aim for his knee, turn him into a town guard.
That's a fair point, and I honestly, because I don't know every single rule in the book, I didn't know. I mean, it makes sense that would be the case, but like if you do an Eldritch Blast, could you? It depends. Like an arrow is a pierced.
The ones that can't be, if I remember correctly, right?
I mean, that makes sense. So you've shot the shot.
Mm-hmm. He's
So
dead.
This is where I have the question. As soon as he mentioned keep him alive, as I'm at draw, could I have just snapped the arrowhead off with my front hand?
I would say at this point you've shot the shot, and it may be one of those moments in the heat of battle where you just didn't think. And
I mean, I'm aiming for his leg either way.
Yeah, sure.
I mean, the other
You
We have
can
a whole
kill
nother
somebody
goblin.
With, you can kill somebody with a shot in the leg, though. Like,
Our crits were full damage, full dice. And
It's the full damage that you could possibly make, and then you roll whatever the damage die is.
8 plus.
It's funnier if I said
I like
kill him,
those.
and you immediately slaughter him with a single arrow.
it is kind of funny.
Well,
Keep him
considering-
alive. Shoots him in the back.
Keep him alive. Arrow straight out of the eyeball.
Considering I could have one shot myself. I'm assuming since I can't do non-lethal, 18 is probably too high.
Yeah, you
Thanks, goblin.
headshot the shit out of this goblin. He had no chance. This
It's
My
like I was
guys,
aiming
don't
for his
kill
leg,
him.
and he like crouched down to try and avoid the arrow, and it just goes through him.
It was brilliant.
The
he's like trying to find it with his head.
Well, no, it's like, my thought was just I'm aiming for his legs, and because he crouches down, his head gets in the way.
That's okay though, because you still have one goblin that's alive. It's okay.
We've hit that goblin already, right? With something or no?
That goblin has been
This
attacked
one's This
twice.
one's running away.
Yeah.
He's not down here. I'm just like, why did he crouch?
That'll bring us to Seer. Seer, there's one goblin left who just tried to attack you and was nimbly escaping from you.
You're muted.
I don't know why. It wasn't showing as muted on my end. Am I good now?
Yes.
Yep. We can hear your pretty voice.
Okay. Can you hear me now? It wasn't showed it as muted on my end, so.
Yeah, you're good. We can hear you. Yeah.
Okay, what in the world?
According to the chat part, it seems that you keep losing the speaker roll and then gaining it back again.
That's probably what's happening.
Okay.
It might be
Keeps coming
connected
up in
issue.
chat saying Gabs is now a speaker.
Okay, so that's 25. So I think Seer is gonna run up to this goblin. And then they're gonna try to attack, but they're gonna try and do it kind of non-lethally. They've heard the yell
Okay.
to keep one alive, so they're gonna try and attack. Does a 12 doesn't hit.
A 12 does not hit. No.
No. Okay. And then I think as a bonus action, I'm going to use my lay on hands quick.
Ooh. Okay.
I'll use all 5 of my healing pool just to quickly heal myself back up.
And lay our hands would be. I believe it. I don't know if they've. I don't know if it was ever
it's a bonus
It's a
action now.
bonus action now.
Okay.
It
Okay.
used to be an
it's a
action.
bonus
Oh.
action.
Thank God.
All right.
I've been ruling it as a bonus action anyway because it was so dumb that it was an
Well,
action.
for a point of order, now
Right.
Divine Smite is also a bonus action, so you only do it once a turn.
Mhm.
Yeah.
All right. So you got some quick healing. All right. That'll bring us to Maros. You see one goblin trying to get away. The word around, the word of the bird is that you want to keep this one alive. But do what you want. Just keep in mind that if you poison spray this guy and kill him, you can't non-lethal poison spray. You might have to use your quarterstaff. You might have to get up close to personal. Let me see what your range is. See how far away you are from him.
My range is 35, but he's about 40 for me.
Oh yeah. So you
I
could,
have to bonk him.
you know, you wouldn't be able to get within. You said your range is 30,
35 feet.
35
I think
feet,
it said.
and he's about 40 feet away from you. 45. So the best you could do here is if you want to keep within range of him, you can action dash, and that'll at least catch you up to him. You because that'll be your movement plus it'll be double your movement pretty much. And so instead of 35, you'll have 70 feet of movement. But that'll be your action. You could also risk it with poison spray. You know he's been hit twice. You're not sure how. I mean, poison spray does a D12, so statistically speaking, you might kill him, but you could risk it. So the decision here is going to be kind of up to you on what it is you might want to try to do, whether it's closing the gap and just making sure that he's within range of you the next time you try to hit him with a quarterstaff, or outright trying to poison spray him.
I'm just gonna dash and get closer to him.
Okay. So you could move your token to be on the exact opposite side of him, trying to cut him off from where he's going.
Okay. Right here.
Oh yeah, that's great. Yeah. Because that's the direction he's trying to run right now. With that, that'll bring us to Ondin with Boomy on deck. Galen, if you are talking, I don't know if I can hear you. I think you might be muted. He might be AFK, and that's okay if he is, because things happen.
Nope. Sorry,
okay. Okay.
Just was dealing with the dog.
No, that's okay. Yeah, this stuff happens. Totally fine.
There is no earthly way that I'm going to get up there in time to contribute to that goblin situation. So I guess I'm gonna get to the checking of pockets. I'd like to do an investigation check to see if I can identify exactly how they killed the wolf that's in the water, or like what they were trying to do as I pull it out.
Yeah, but you could definitely use that action. Yes, at this point in combat, I think they refer to it as the study action, I think, and that's definitely an action you could take in this moment.
That is a 17.
17. You see that there on this wolf, there's a couple of arrows protruding from on one side of the wolf, and near the neck you see a large slash. So it seems like they attacked it from afar, and when they got up close and personal, thinking it was dead, it lunged at them. But then it might have gotten one bite off, but they quickly slashed it across its neck and killed it. You're unsure exactly if they were. I mean, the bows and arrows make it seem like they were hunting this thing, or at least they knew of it because they shot it from a distance. You don't see any other signs of wolves around, so maybe this one was currently scouting or doing whatever. They got separated from its pack. You're unsure if this was meant to be food or whatever, but either way, you know how it died.
Yeah, but there was no attempts at field dressing it or anything.
No, it died. It probably would have died within a minute or two of you guys reaching this area, because you heard a scream, and you could probably gauge that the wolf got a bite off and bit whichever goblin, and before it died. So it's a fresh kill.
All right, and then I'm gonna end my turn using my movement to move into the river.
Okay.
Did you pull the wolf out of the river? Is it still in?
I can't move the token.
Oh, I can move it. Yeah, if you want to move it. Where would you like to put it?
Yeah, I was just pulling it up onto the ledge, so it wasn't in the water.
Gotcha. The creek itself is about maybe at its deepest, it's like maybe 2 feet. It's not super deep. This is pretty shallow.
Oh, that's so deep.
Pretty
That's
shallow.
really deep.
That's so deep when you're 3 feet tall. That's like neck level water.
Perspective here.
Yeah,
that's the middle of a swimming pool for you two.
you.
Yeah, I'm just in the water now.
That's like
watering upstream towards corpses.
I mean, again, this is at its deepest, so where there might be a section where the silt or ground underneath has dipped a little bit. On average, it's about 1.5 feet deep on average.
I mean, that's still pretty deep for them.
Still pretty deep for maybe goblins and halflings and gnomes and. All right, Boomy.
Boomy's just gonna chill. She is gonna take the dodge action.
Okay. Ed?
That's it.
I was muted. Not much for Ed to do really either. He's still kind of screaming out like, "Grab him! Stop him! Someone scoop him up! Do something! Don't let him leave!"
Poop him up.
But he's not. There's not really much else I can do.
All right. We're running through it. So, Melvin, what you got?
No non-lethal options, so Melvin is going to use the dash action to kind of get up to this rock, and he's going to call down to the goblin, "We accept your unconditional surrender," and just try to get them to stop, and that'll be end of turn.
All right. It's the goblin's
I
turn.
like
Scene.
the specificity of adding unconditional.
The goblin's scene. It's surrounded at this point, and its trajectory is cut off. He's just gonna try to slay his way to victory or to safety at the very least. So he's gonna take. Seer, you're the closest person. He's gonna attack you again. You can see that running away is not an option at this point. You guys are too attached to killing this thing or capturing it. Does a 13 hit?
It does not.
Okay, well, he misses. He will use his bonus action to nimble escape just to get just a little distance from you. And so he's going to position himself back over here, and that'll end his turn. That'll bring us to Kaz.
Okay, well, he's too far for me to make it there. I don't have non-lethal options, really, unless I get up to him. Unless you count me snapping the head off of an arrow as non-lethal.
I think if you preemptively did that I could work with that.
Yeah, as soon as I completely eviscerated the other one, I'm just like, okay, that's not going to work as non-lethal.
I would say you could really, if you had a lot of prep time, I would say you could, if you like in a city somewhere, you could buy ammunition that might be a bit blunted. But in this moment, in this haste, I mean, taking the tip off might help you in your endeavor. I'll allow it for that in that case, for this quick little scenario.
He just sort of goes, okay, pulls an arrow out, looks at it, just goes, oh, these took so much effort. Snap. Okay, fine. And I would draw and shoot at him. Specifically, again, aiming for the leg.
Okay.
Do I need to roll any higher for choosing where I'm aiming?
No. Call your shots. The AC will stand.
Okay, I was clarifying because I know some people change it based on where you're aiming. What was the plus again? 5? Yeah, let's say 15.
15 hits.
Woo! And it's non-lethal. That's 9.
9. Okay. That's enough to take it down to what would have been dead. So we'll put him at 1 HP, and as he hits the ground, currently combat over.
Rod sticking out of his leg. I sort of look at everyone. He's not going anywhere.
Right. What would you guys like to do?
A thumbs up.
All right, can we converge on him? Just kind of crowds around.
Yeah,
we don't have any equipment, right? So we don't have rope to tie him up or anything.
You have 50
we
foot.
have rope.
Yeah.
We do have rope. Was there rope in the kid? There was rope in the kid.
Yeah.
We have one rope between us.
Yes.
Yeah, it's like a 50-foot coil, if I remember.
Yeah, we have
right.
one coil of 50 feet of rope. That's right.
That's a lot of knots on a goblin.
And then after this, I'm gonna go down to where the wolf was.
Okay.
And how heavy is it? This is probably a really weird question, but how much would it weigh?
The wolf?
Yeah, just out of curiosity.
God, I'm gonna have to guess because I've never picked up a wolf, but I would say probably, I don't know, like someone would step in if they know it, but it like, I don't know, 60, 70 pounds.
66 to 180 pounds.
Okay, there you go. Yeah. So we're
D
gonna
was
go,
on the number.
we're gonna say 90
Googled
pounds.
it.
We'll say 90 pounds. It's on the lighter end.
Then it's still within my carrying capacity. I just walk over to the wolf, sling it over my shoulder, and climb back up again.
Thank you,
It
D,
takes
for
me
the
a minute,
support.
'cause obviously, carrying it slows me down. but-
I just Googled it.
Yeah, it slows me down a bit because obviously it's not exactly easy to carry all. It might not necessarily be the weight that's the problem, but
Melvin is
I
going to
have a
take
carrying
part in
capacity
the
of 240.
the sacred act of searching pockets.
Hell yeah.
Onden's doing the same thing in the stream, just checking out the 2 dead goblins. Since Cosmog came down to get the wolf, Onden is gonna chime up like, "Hey, if you'll get the warg next to it and bring them both down by the water, we can field dress them at least."
It works for me. I'll leave this here then. And
Yeah.
then I'll go back up for the walk. The walk I'm probably gonna have to
Who
drag. I
tied
probably
up
can't pick
the
that up.
goblin?
Whoever had the satchel
Okay.
with the rope.
Who was that? Do we know?
Melvin, weren't you trying to fill the satchel with water earlier?
I was trying to fill the water skin from the satchel. I didn't have the satchel.
Oh, I thought somebody had asked if the satchel could hold
I
water.
did.
So
Oh,
you
okay.
have the satchel.
No,
guess
I have
so.
the satchel.
Which one-
You have the satchel.
You guys picked
I
back
come
up the
over-
bag, right?
Yeah. I come up to the wall. And I'm just
No,
like,
I
"Why
get-
is
I
he
get
up
it.
here while I've got the rope."
Don't worry, we didn't walk too far.
Don't worry, you should. In the future, you can trust the rogue with all of the party's satchel and gear.
I just love the idea that I walk up like, "Why haven't you tied him up?" Oh, I've got the rope. Here you go. And I'm sort of wander over. I get to
I
like
think
here. I just sort of chuck the rope in your direction, and I'm just gonna like drag the walk down to where the wolf was.
I
Okay.
guess if I'm closest, I guess Ed takes the rope and is the one on goblin duty, and it has to wrangle this goblin as he tries to get out of his hands. I guess.
The goblin isn't putting too much of a fight, by the way. Like it's you can easily tie him up.
Okay. So Ed just grabs the rope from Kaz, starts tying him up.
And I think Seer, knowing that we want to keep this goblin alive, but not wanting to waste like supplies and stuff. I do have a medicine thing. Could I just take like cloth or look around for plants to just kind of dress the wounds to make sure that this goblin doesn't die while we're doing whatever we want with it?
Yeah, you could. Yeah, make a medicine check.
Nice.
Right, that'll be a 17.
I would say with there's you could probably find some. I mean, looking at the map, you can probably find some big leafy plants that are sturdy enough to where you could wrap something around some of the wounds. But I mean, you're doing the best with what you got. You wager that with the radiant and the fire damage it took, which was the gist of the damage it took, it's more of just like calming down the burn. The radiant damage is nothing you can do for that. And the but yeah, the fire damage is, you're mostly just trying to treat that at the very best you can with whatever fauna you have, and looking for aloe vera if you can. I mean, the best. There's not much in this wild area that you can get, but you
Just
don't
rub some dirt on it. He'll be
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah, you're not gonna kill him. But there's not much you can do for him in this current state without like magical healing.
I mean, there is also a 4-foot stick coming out of his leg.
That's also true. Yeah. I mean, you can take care of that, stop the bleeding, but other than that, he's
Okay.
you got to magically heal him. So we get him tied up. He is drifting in and out of consciousness, as he's severely wounded. But there is experience points to give.
Oh no.
So let me give experience points for this encounter real quick. For the warg, And by the way, you guys can be using the tracking. There's a tracker system I put in everyone's DMs. You can take a look at that for your experience points and tracking them. For the warg, let's see if I can find it. What I put. Each person for the warg will get. I just had the freaking thing up. Okay. The warg will give 100 experience points, so divide that amongst the 7 of you.
Boy, rounding up or down?
Let's round up.
It's generous.
That's 15 experience each.
For the goblins, there's 4 of them, each one worth 50. That's 200 experience. Go ahead and divvy that up to the 7 of you.
That'd be 30. If it was 100 for the other one and was 50.
Yep.
29. It would be 29 actually for each by rounding up.
And then there's a couple of things there's a couple other things to find experience points for. For the rock that you encountered earlier on and uncovered from the stream, each of you get 10 experience points for that.
54 total.
Yes. And then for the turkey, each of you get 1 experience point.
Even 55. Nice number.
Nice round number, yeah.
I like to get the experience points out of the way before I forget about it, since this encounter
I knew it was
is
a
done.
good choice to go after the turkey.
Going around
I'm
and
going to embrace being British and go buy a shotgun. Buy an in-game shotgun and just start going duck hunting. The ultimate XP grind.
We just gotta find some boars.
I was just gonna say the boars in World of Warcraft. Turkeys.
Good point, yeah.
So my wife has texted me saying that my daughter needs me. So we will end it here. But what I will say is we've gotten I'm coming, don't worry, stop. We've got a lot of this technical difficulty stuff out of the way. So when we roll next time, I'm hoping to begin, and for anyone who's watching, I'm hoping to begin around 6:10, 6:15-ish EST. Instead of like the 6:40 that we ended up hitting. Which will give us extra time.
People from my stream, for UK people, that would be 11 PM. Would be 6. So
Thank you. I think, and also kudos to everyone for the patience and for the adaptability on the fly with a lot of the stuff. And as we roll out combat, a lot of us that are new to D&D will have, this will be, this become easier. So don't get too, stressed if you feel like it might be overwhelming, or if you feel like it's a bit much. Everyone's been there. We're gonna, it'll get faster and more efficient as we get through it. In the next session, which I think everyone is available next week. I haven't heard otherwise, but if not, we'll make do. But in the next session, I can guarantee you guys will make it to Oathhall, and you will begin your, unless you die, you'll begin your guild adventure with the Hunters of the Hauk. So by the end of session 2, you guys will either be arriving or have spent some time at Oathhall. Is the prediction and with what we're going with.
very glad you added the "unless you die."
Well, it could happen.
Dibs on dying first.
Some people have backup characters. I know of these backup characters.
Backup characters, 30 seconds to make. It's fine.
Oh yeah.
I always have a backup character mechanically, not necessarily the backstory, but I have the sheet. Because my thing when I get bored at 3 o'clock in the morning is I make characters.
I am going to also award everyone inspiration for tonight. It's always the first session I give out inspiration, just for funsies. So everyone will begin session 2 with inspiration. So you can mark that on your character sheets on D&D Beyond as well if you'd like.
Question regarding to that.
Yes.
If we don't use it session 2, do we carry it into session 3?
Yes.
Okay. You just keep it until you use it.
Yeah, just keep it till you use it. There is I think that'll cover most of the post-session stuff. So what I'll do for right now for us players, give me a second. I'm going to go ahead and close out the stream on Twitch. For those who are watching or those who are watching recording, I apologize for any technical difficulties, but I appreciate you staying or watching despite of it. So thank you so much. This will become more efficient and easier as time progresses as we figure out all these kinks. So thank you very much and have a wonderful night.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Have a good night.
I love how I just looked at the